VA hospital on the 3rd floor.
It's more emotional.
Dignified death is daily business.
And when they come here,
For 29-year veteran nurse Sheila Brown,
sometimes I'm still getting a little emotional sometimes.
a day at the office is no easy feat.
Every night when I go home, I have to put in a prayer, not only for the veterans and the family, but sometimes for myself to stay strong.
Veterans admit themselves to Warriors Walk, a 10-bed unit that provides end-of-life hospice care.
Sometimes when we're mine, we can look at them and say, you know what, they ain't got long. But you really don't know. But from the moment they hit this floor, that's when we start pouring out just everything that we have inside ourselves.
Because that veteran was prepared to give his life for our country. And that veteran, from the service that he or she did for our country, made a difference in this country.
And when the final battle for that veteran ends, nurse practitioner Deborah Lair wants to make sure everyone knows it.
We wanted to come up with a way to honor the veteran in a very patriotic and respectful way.
People in medicine really amaze me.
Nora Trout
I don't see how they do what they do.
did too. At the nudging of her daughter, Trout met with Warriors Walk about knitting some blankets for beds there.
I was walking out the door and she said, wait a minute, there is something else that we could use.
Warriors Walk needed a soldier of its own
It started as a square.
to protect every hero on their final journey.
I came home, went through a couple magazines and books, and came up with an idea of what I liked. It had to be the right color of red and the right color of blue.
Trout had plenty of thread to choose from. She's been crocheting since she was a little girl, always with one leg tucked under. After 8 months of working every day, Trout presented Warriors Walk with this, a drape of stars and stripes that every veteran could use.
For me, it was an accomplishment. But it was an accomplishment also because it was going to be used. And it felt important. And it's one of those pieces that will never be repeated. I'll never do it again.
When I go to the closet and I open up the closet and I feel that certain sound when it opens up, it's like, you know, this veteran just made his last journey. And this drape is gonna help me for his honoring this veteran.
The drape of stars and stripes cover every hero as their body travels from the hospice wing to the morgue with the Warriors Walk nurse. And while she's never seen the drape used, Nora travels too.
I asked her if it would be okay if I put a little biblical quote on there. And that was my way of showing honor and respect.
It also represents to the people who see us going to the morgue that there is a very important person here. We've had some veterans salute the person, get out of a wheelchair and stand up and at attention to show respect.
Respect for those who spent a lifetime fighting for the stars and stripes and finished life under them with a Warriors Walk.